Welcome everybody. Beautiful day, beautiful day. So wait, let me just stop sharing. First of all, welcome every single one of y'all. I'm so happy to see y'all. It's been after 2 months, right? We all are meeting up again. And also this time, we also have few new members in the house. So first thing first, I want to welcome every new member. So let's just recognize one by one first. So first of all, we have Anusha in the house. Welcome. How are you?
Hi, Coach. I'm fine, thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, I just want to hear from you a quick 1 minute. How are you, and what got you actually inspired you to get started with the action team? Actually,
Okay, actually, I saw that everyone we were asking for like a few members to join in. And then that day I was having like this follow-up call with Coach Hui Lee, and then she briefly mentioned, "Oh, do you want to join Action Team?" And it was actually at the back of my mind, and I really wanted to because there was so much I love learning about how to be, because I used to always watch everyone set up like during the events that we had in Fit Club, and I was always like, I actually want to do that as well. So when Coach told me about it, then I was like, okay, yeah, I want to join as well.
awesome. So we are so happy to have you. We've always been seeing you around the club, and right now we're seeing you a part of the team being in action. So that's really, really amazing. All right. So thank you. So next up, we have another new girl. Okay, my team is going to be full of girls. It's only me, Jason, and Dallas, the dudes here. Okay. So next up, we have Watsala.
Hello, coach.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you one minute, all right, to share with us. How are you, and what got you inspired, and what was your reason to actually be a part of the action team?
Yeah, sure. It has been always in my mind to be action team, to do something to contribute to the team.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, happened to be that coach asked me, "Do you want to be in the team?" Then I said yes. Even though, to be honest, even my Canva, my computer skill really sucks actually. So I take up a lot of times as well. But I know I can learn it. That's why I want to give it a try.
Awesome, awesome. But to be honest, you don't look like someone who's new on doing things. You are performing really, really good, really fast. We start seeing you in action. So really, really happy to have you. So thank you so much,
Yeah, thank
Vatsala.
you. Thank you for the opportunity, coach.
No problem. Beautiful. All right. And then next up, we have another new member who jumped in because her buddy was having some challenges. I'm really, really happy to have this kind of attitude in my team. So, first up, let's welcome Wiley.
Hi everyone.
Hello, Wiley. So, you
Hi.
got 1 minute, Wiley.
Okay. Basically, I have been thinking to be part of the action team, and just that I didn't actually put into action, like because I was really busy. So this happened also Manisha, like I know that she's in the computer team, so I actually asked her if she needs any support. So from there, then I thought there's like, why not we just get started and like get involved and also to learn at the same time, because honestly, I have no idea what I mean, but I mean, like it's good that it's a good learning platform where it's like it's also good to know like behind the scene what you guys are doing, and also later on if like to have a team and all. So I also know how to get it started and to work on it as well. That's basically.
Beautiful, beautiful, Wiley. Beautiful, Wiley. Thank you so much. Sometimes we don't know what, but we say yes first, and then we figure out what is the big deal, right? That really takes a lot of courage, right? Because you don't know what you're jumping into, but you just have a leap of faith that this is something that everyone is doing. It's helping them, so I'm just going to go in and have a look at it and make it happen. So thank you so much, Wiley. Next up, this is I got to know this today, so I'm just going to invite this person as well. She's been doing a lot of trainings even today. So, but I always wanted to see this particular person being behind being a part of the computer team, especially. This has been something which I want because she's so good when it comes to computer, social media, and all that. So I wanted to see how she does, right? So let's welcome Grace.
Hello. Hi, everybody. This is Grace. And the reason why I'm here is because there's a few reasons. I think number one reason was because no, I was just thinking through the things that you said to me. That's why it's just flashing on my brain. So it's because I felt that I needed to step up from my comfort zone, which is doing whatever that I'm good at. And yeah, so I was having a focus group together with Hui Li as well. So to a point that I think she knows that I'm very comfortable right now, that she told me that it's probably time for me to learn how to, to take to the next level as well. So one of the main reasons I wanted to do this is because I think so far in the whole Herbalife, if I can really master this, my coach told me I can go get him. So yes, here I am. But one thing for sure, I can tell you social media and computer is two different things, okay? So I am here to learn as well. And I can be upfront to you guys that I'm not a detailed person. I am not detailed. So I would definitely want to learn much from all of you guys here. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you. We are so happy to have you too. Okay, right now I want to actually welcome everybody. So welcome everyone. But however, there's a bigger reason why we are here today in this call. So we have been hearing lately that, not lately, since the day one that we jump into the action team, that this is the one of the important role or action team is which and we're going to duplicate the task, right? Did you guys hear me? No.
Your line is laggy now.
So let me just repeat this part. Okay, so are you guys stuck? Can everyone hear me? Shake your head if you say can hear me. Thank you so much. It's just my line. So as I was saying that we have been hearing our coach, and we also been hearing this from Jason in the coaches group, that being a part of action team is a very big important. It's a very important thing for us to see how our business grows, because over here we learn the role, right, and then we master the role, and then we will be duplicating it to new people. It's very similar with our business, right? But some of us couldn't really relate how it's going to work and how it's actually been working for us. So I decided to bring in the person who I have seen since I came into Wellness Expert. I have seen him being always over the Saturday where lifestyle day. I have seen him putting in a lot of thoughts, thoughts on the details and planning things out and executing the thing. And I was so inspired at that time. How was he able to do that all well? And yet he was actually performing in his business and he was growing massively. So I decided to, speak to him and put it together and ask him at this most crucial moment, right? As everybody knows, he's actually running for the last cut for Get to 5, right? So I put in the effort to ask him, and he said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" A person who never says no, right? So let's welcome. I know everybody knows him already, can see his name already, but I'm still so excited to welcome him up. Let's invite Ben. So no music today. Take it away, Ben.
Yes, no music. Thank you very much.
Okay, this one has to be a very, very, very grand opening for Ben. Because all of you here in the action team today, you guys have the best privilege here today because you are hearing the first-hand news and then you're getting the first-hand information. Ben, are you ready actually to share?
Yep.
Okay, so all of you action team here, because you are an action team, you always give up and to support the entire team. And then you are given the exclusive moment with our newly qualified Get to 5 member. Today is officially that he has already qualified the third card, and then he is now Get to 5. Yay!
Yep. Yep. That's just so we completed at 4 o'clock today. And yeah, so it's really, really amazing. First of all, I'd like to thank Jason and Dino for actually arranging this call over here. So a little bit on it, why action team, right? So I remember me starting this journey as an action team where we're setting up slides, arranging tables and chair, sweeping and mopping the floor of studio. That's how I got started, right? By picking all the small little roles that whatever that can do without even saying no, oh, I don't want to sweep, I don't want to mop, no such thing on that. Because why I say that is because when I get to know all the small little roles, right, I know when I actually move up to the level of that organizing things, I know what it takes for the small little role to do. That is the same thing in our business as well. We started this as a 25%, moved to 35, 42, 50, then senior consult and world team, active world team, right? So the action team also is the same thing, right? So after that, I was working, I was doing all the small little tasks and everything. And then I moved to IT team. This is the thing. So me and Jason were setting up the projector, the slides and everything, all the setups. That was back in TWC. And then slowly there was an event called STS where we held every single month in Times Square before. Then I was there as an action team as well, as person who's blending the shakes behind, serving the shakes, tearing the papers, working at the door, opening the door for people, as an world team member there, you know. But over there, the pin doesn't represent anything. It's what we do to. So when I was there, I asked myself, I was there for the whole entire day. And if I don't have any people inside, I just wasted my entire day. So an action team meaning is that when you are doing something to contribute for the team, you guys are the one that should be growing the most, because you have to have a little commitment in your mind that you're going to put in your people every single time you're going to spend that 1 hour or 2 hours there. When you actually have that kind of mindset that you want to put in your people, it doesn't matter if they're coming in for the workout, doesn't matter if they're coming in for the book club, whatever activity, you are growing because your peoples are inside. Because right after the session, you can do a short, how was the session just now? What do you like the most? What was challenging? What do you love? You are doing a short little debrief with them, right? So I'm just sharing a little bit like what was doing before, right? And then after some time, before Meili and Jason actually moved to Perth, that was the biggest challenge for me, of to hand over the lifestyle day to me. That time I was just an active world team. I have no idea how I'm going to run this. I was like freaking out. I'm like, how I'm going to do this and everything, because so many departments here and there and everything. So Meili was showing me for 3 times. On the third time, I need to pick up the skills already and start doing. So when I was doing it initially on the first round, it wasn't perfect as how it was Meili was doing it. And then the second time, right after the first time that thing actually run, the second time I start to think, eagle point of view, that how can I make this even better? How can I systemize this thing even more smoother, right? So as you grow, you start to learn. Second, you learn with working with different people, different characters of people. Some will be like listening to you, some maybe not listening to you, some will be like late, some be very early. You mix with all different kind of characters of people, dominant, influential, all these people. So you know how to communicate with them. This is the same challenge what you're going to face in your team. When you know how to use the way of communication with your team by working with the people in the action team, you will know how to groom your people. So when Meili gave me the task on to become an action team for lifestyle, after 3 or 6 months, I forgot, right? That's where I started to run for my Get One. Because it taught me so much how to systemize things, how to work with people with different characters, how to set the right expectation and deliver the message in the right way. So I'm not like being bossy, but at the same time, I'm being a leader. The choice of communications, right? Then after that, went to pursue, and then I pick up another role of HUM coordinator, an action team. So the first 3-4 times we were doing it, and then I realized that, you know what? I think this need a system. So we tapped him, actually had a discussion. Then I took the lead of doing this together with Singapore team. And right now we have an automated system that works every week smoothly for our HOM. Right? So when I start doing that, boom, get to 5. So each and every time when you start picking up new role and you start moving into the action team next and next, your pin just keep changing. Yeah, so I make it from long to short. So it's very, very amazing you guys are being an action team and make the best benefit out of it, because every single hours that you guys spend, plug in at least 2 to 3 people. The more people you plug into it, the more growth is going to happen. Because your hours that you're there, you're not just playing music, you're not just playing slides, you need to know that what are you growing behind. That is very important. Okay, did I cover? Yeah, I think that's all. Anything else do you want me? Yeah.
That's amazing, Ben. Maybe you forgot to mention one part that was like way earlier. Before we have moved to Damansara uptown. So I was really tough to and strict to Ben.
Yes.
Yeah. So I told Ben one thing. So Ben asked for the permission whether they can work together with the team and join as a operator in the club and all those stuff. So of course, deep down inside me, we know that for sure we will accept him. But then I don't want to make it yes so easy. Then I told him, Ben, do you remember what?
I have to earn my place.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
You have to earn your place. You have to prove yourself and ask him, what can you bring to the table? Yeah, I know that I can be strict to him because this young man that time, he's so hungry. He's so hungry to learn and he's so hungry to grow. And then he is actually a good team player that time. But they are, of course, every one of us, we have our strength and our weaknesses.
Yeah.
So we saw something in him that he has a fire, but then he also had lack of certain things in skills, soft skill actually. So all these soft skill was really fulfilled. First of all is the attitude first, that he actually stepped up a lot. Because since that day, the conversation, he actually stepped up and then he jumped into everything. Without everything, we just say, hey, Ben, can you help in this? Ben, can you help in that? He will never say no. And even though it's uncomfortable, he will take up the challenge. Yeah. And then he will just do it. And then when you see things that it's not doing well, and then we give some feedback, and then we just adjust, and then we just make it better. So the attitude was right. He was ready to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. So he started to gain trust in the team, and then he gained a lot of support in the team, and then become like a big family members together. And then we all learn and share notes together. And then because he has proven himself that he's worthy. And what he has touched upon was really, really important, is that what we learn in the action team, imagine that we were the action team that would just open door in the STF, in a hotel. and they say welcome and give a high five to people.
Yep.
We were behind the scene to blend shakes. We were the people that was actually just giving tickets or selling tickets.
Yeah.
We were the one that arranging chairs. Although each and every role has a little hard skill that we need to learn, which is according to the role, the technical skills that you need to learn. But what's more important is not that. It's the skill that you can't see. It's a soft skill, the people skill that Ben just touched upon. How do you deal with people that's older than you? How do you deal with people that's higher pin than you? How do you deal with people that is giving you trouble? How do you actually greet and welcome people that is very new and customers? You know what I mean? And give them a hand to lift them up. So all these skills is not written in the sort of job description in the action team role. For example, learning in a computer team, the role of clicking on the Zoom is just, it's just not clicking the button. It's one obvious soft skill that you learn from that. It's about your farsightedness. Is that the right word? Farsightedness. Yeah. You are predicting what's coming ahead in the next few seconds. So you know what to play in the music, what to play in the slide, what kind of message, key message you want to deliver to the audience. All these are the soft skills that you want to see further than that. Just imagine your customers in the audience, what can you do in that? And then also, how do you actually deal with each other, arranging the time, being committed, and also able to support each other? Those are the soft skills that is not written. Yeah. So, and because in this business, it's all about teamwork, that we work with sideline all the time. And it's very important that we need to learn about the personality. If all of you have actually heard about this DISC, personality test, dominant influencer, compliance, stability, compliance. Yeah. If you don't know about DISC, please look it up in the YouTube or even website, read about it, do a test on yourself, and then you will be able to see the team members that we're working together as a sideline. How do you deal with each other? What is the way that you can communicate better in delivering the message? Because all these skills, I can tell you that it's 100% helping me in me closing my sales towards a customer or getting customers, because we know how to speak with different people with a different style in order to have effective communications. Yeah. So all these skills is really, we can't put it in a job description, but it's just there for you to pick it up. And you have to open your eyes big, and then ask yourself a lot of questions along the way, and then you will really be excited to learn all these things. Good. Yep. Ben, any more insights that you can share about what other things that you really pick up, like maybe one or two examples about what you learned throughout the journey?
What I should learn throughout the journey is, like, one most important thing is that sometimes being in an action team, especially like for those who are going to be action team leader, right? Sometimes we need to make a tough call where either you want to prioritize your own business, or you want to prioritize the team, or either you want to prioritize your self-benefit for the team. So these kind of things actually will come to you at certain point of stage, right? And secondly as well is that I think the most important thing I actually learned as well is how to deal with people as well, and how to screen them. It's just not about adding more people, but how to categorize them on, like, are they just like a consumer, and are they just like volume producer, are they just like a builder? You'll be able to have a better judgment. You'll be able to, not judgment, you'll be able to analyze people better. And you have like an internal filter system, used for Instagram, the same filter system that's like inside your eyes. You can always see, then okay, this is my business. So it's so easy to go on. When you use this skill towards your business, it's so easy to go like popcorn. Yeah. So these are the two things that what I think is really learned in being an action team.
That's great. Dino, do we have more time so that everyone can have an exclusive Q&A
Yes,
session with
yes, we
Ben?
do. Yes, we do.
Anyone have any questions that you want to ask? Anything? This is the private moment for you.
I can see some of your
I
fingers.
have one question, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you share with us about your AMG 45? How has it changed your life so far?
Okay, all right. So basically, how I should let me tell you, like I think 3 years back, 2 years or 3 years back, when Huili was buying her car, I actually followed her, right? Because I was not having any car, so I just wanted to follow her and everything. So when she got her car, I was looking at this A45, and at the moment I heard for the sound, I was like, "Oh my god, I so want this!" So I wanted to work hard for it. So long story short, 3 years down the road, I got almost only one step better than what I actually aimed for, CLA 45. But what I actually have changed is that he have not just about the car, but it's about the mindset of the entire team, my family, even my own brothers. Things have changed. So let me tell you what about happened to my team. My entire team starts to believe that this is really working. I can do it by myself as well. I can just be like Ben. If Ben can do it, Ben can achieve his dream. I think when I follow the same path, I'm going to make it happen. So it motivated the entire team. And in fact, most of my team were asking me, Ben, can I have a ride? Can I have a ride? Can I have a ride? They were excited. They were happy. They want to get on the ride. Right? Secondly, about family, that the perception that what my dad actually had all this while actually have changed, right? From being doesn't have a car, just by traveling bike and everything, things have really changed a lot. And right now he's so proud and telling to every single one of the people that he meet outside, my son is doing Herbalife. And in fact, he's finding customers for me from someone who doesn't like me to do. And right now he's sharing it open-heartedly. And in fact, when the time I let him test drive the car, he couldn't stop talking about the car. I just did a small little touch up on just add a mini like a sticker around my wheels. Guess what? I didn't see that one wasn't done a very nice job. Yesterday morning, he's like, Ben, did you go and touch up this thing? He never do it properly. I was like, I parked my car at the corner. So he parked the bike there and he went all the way, like almost every day, just to check on the car. That's how excited was he, right? So he just made a change over. And lastly, what I said about, what is it about? My brothers. Right now, my whole brothers are actually inspired to see that Ben can do it, I can do it as well. The dream gets bigger, the dream is stronger right now. It's because one person did that. To be honest, I was scared. I was scared to buy that car because I was scared that, am I able, can I really pay? Can I do this? Why do I need that? I was just going for a small car. I can just get like a Myvi or a Volkswagen, just pay every month few hundreds. But I actually asked myself the same thing when I start on the business. I was scared too. I want to buy stocks. I'm scared too. But I have to have belief in my heart and see, am I really can do it? When I really want something, the energy changes within me. So I just made it happen. So the AMG really was a turbo boost in my life, and it just fixed everything that what I was trying to work for this years. Yeah.
So it started off from by changing pin. That's how you have a changing car, and then you have a changing life, and then family, everything just changed around. So
Yep.
it all comes back to how bad that we want to change pin together, right?
Indeed.
That's amazing. Today when he shared, is not as juicy like the other day. He shared with the tap team. His excitement is like, wow! I was like, really,
Yeah.
really
I have
very
to tap team can share everything. So Yeah. Oh yes, qualify. So I actually asked myself, I actually qualified that. I asked myself when I actually start qualifying for the bonus 3 months in a row plus. That's why I actually choose to okay. Then I can get a car. So yeah, Willie was right. So you need to set yourself up for a qualification.
I mean, that not necessary that every one of us
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to buy something that is branded
Yeah,
or expensive because this is not our team culture.
Yeah.
But if our team culture is to work towards your dream because it is his dream to have a very nice car. And once in life, if you are a person that you like car, once in life you must actually own it and then discard it.
Yep.
Yeah, because nothing is permanent in this life, right? All this material stuff is not permanent, but the experience of you having the car stays with you for life, especially the experience of you seeing your dad open up his eye with that big smile, that is priceless. It's priced more than the AMG.
Totally.
Yeah. So chase your dream. Doesn't have to be branded goods or whatever, but just chase your dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more questions from everyone? I know you guys are very excited to know more, right?
Going once, going twice. Because I got a question. All right. So wait, Ben needs to mute. Okay, cool. So being in an action team, it involves, like you said, the eagle eyesight and all that. Make sure we get the best benefit out of it. But what is the greatest challenge that you face, and how can you relate that with your business? Yeah.
Greatest challenge in being an action team or greatest challenge being in the business?
Action team.
Action team relate to business. I think the greatest challenge was to lead by an example, because to tell your team or to tell the action team to do something, we have to do first, and we have to do it like 4 to 5 times even more better and set the bar high. The bar has to be set that, and when our downlines or when our team members want to do, they want to do as good as you. They want to do it even better than you. That kind of feel, right? So I think that was the challenge I was having in terms of mindset, how to make it even better, how to perform better. Yeah. So it's about leading by example.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ben. Do we have any more questions? Can be any questions, guys. Related to business, his AMG, anything.
Go ahead, Regine. You unmute yourself already.
Yeah, I can see her finger like unmute already. Can ask.
I mean, like throughout the whole journey until now, like what is the toughest client that you have ever come across?
Toughest client, huh? He's still in the call, but
I know he's gonna say me.
yeah, your family members could be one of the most toughest person that you can actually coach, because it's so challenging for you to put aside of your coach or a brother or your if you're going to coach your mom, is it going to be a son or you're going to be a coach, right? But the beautiful part about that is that that's where you start to learn how to have the right kind of expectation, and family never gives up on you. Yeah, coaching cold market client is very easy. You don't like, okay lah, you like, okay lah, you stay, not a problem. Yeah, family members is totally next level. You cannot say if your mom doesn't like you, or you cannot say, oh, you cannot do like that and everything. Oh, that's it. You don't get rice for the next 1 week.
My mom is staring at him.
Good question, Regine. Grace, I'm waiting for you for Get Team.
Actually, I got a question that it just came into my mind that
Yes.
like you were sharing that family is the toughest client, right? So definitely I don't have a family client as in my own family client. But then like while you're running the business and all, like you were sharing that you're, like I don't know whether are you staying together with your family, but like I think not, right? So I was just really having this question lately in my head that like in my house itself, right? It's not the right environment for me to grow the business. So that's why I always end up coming to my boyfriend's place. Yeah, but end up it's still other people's place and I don't want to, use the space lah. So I've always wanted to thought about shifting out and changing my environment. But the thing is, if I were to do that, it's a bit like disowning or cutting off the relationship. And especially that right now, whatever I'm doing right now, it's my parents doesn't know what I'm doing. So I don't know. I think lately I've been having this internal struggle that I'm going through. So I was just curious about how you actually
Congratulations, you're going to change your pin very soon. I faced the similar color challenge when I was in, I think it was a world team towards active world team. That time, with my emotion level, you have to ask Jason, it goes like zooms, zooms. Who really knows this as well? Majority is because of family as well. So things were actually very, very tough back then, right? The tough point is that when family don't really understand what were you doing, the one who actually knows what I was doing was only my mom. Dino didn't know what I was doing. He was like this, wasn't really happy. He was saying, what kind of elder brother is he? Why is he not doing the work? Why is he not providing family this and that? My dad wasn't unhappy about what I was doing as well. I was studying for aircraft engineering, end up going to do this and everything. So there was a lot of critics like going on it. But what I did was I knew that one day my action is going to speak louder than word. I knew if I work hard enough, I'm able to let my action to speak louder than my words. So what I did was in 2017 October was the day that I decided, what, I'm going to work very hard for 2 years. I'm going to make things happen. So firstly, what I learned was I learned how to do selective hearing, where even though the situation is happening around me, I can isolate myself. There is nothing happening around me, right? Even though they were like my two brothers were fighting in front of me also, I can know how to isolate myself behind like there's nothing happening. I'm not asking you to do that, but I'm just saying that that's how it trained my mind to it. So when that actually happens, I was able to focus in my goal stronger, because a lot of time the distractions or not this distraction, the situation comes in from either family, relationship, finance, or circle of influence. All these things just comes in just to like a bee that buzzing around to disturb our focus. So if you ask me how to overcome this with family, it's all about how you sharpen up your laser focus. If you work hard, Grace, just for another 6 more months, and you become a GET team, and you move to double GET, tell me your parents are not going to be proud of you. Confirm, they tell to the whole world. They'll be so proud of you where they don't know what to say. Just to share you something, my dad have not spoke to me for the last 3 to 4 years. Right now, every people, before I come to meet the person or before I go down to the place, he really talk about me. That's my eldest son is going to come, and he never spoke about me for 4 years. He don't want to mention my name at all. things will change when our action speaks louder. So your time is about to come real soon. That's why the challenge is getting harder. But the moment you break that shell, conform. So make your why stronger, be laser focused, and learn how to, it's not being ignorant, but it's called, I forgot what's this skill, but it's a skill.
Selective.
Yes, called a selective hearing. Yeah. Congratulations, Grace. You're on the right path. You're facing the right challenge.
Thank you, Ben.
Anyone else? You want to change pin? You want to grow? We got to ask question.
Okay, let me give you another tips on it. Now, if you guys are actually, when I started the business, who has debt issues over here? Very good. If you guys actually have, very good. First thing that what you guys have to learn is that learn how to do finance management. Right. So I learned this best from Jason. Right. So he taught me on how to do finance management and how to do money management. So these are the two most important skills where you actually need in order to run this business. So time management will teach you how to manage action team time, the same time how you learn how to do run your own business and how to do follow-up, how to do creation. Time management is very important, right? Yeah, and finance management is because that every time you spend the money on every time you get the money from the business, right, try to reinvest back to the business. Let it to grow like a snowball effect, right? So these are the two other important tips that what I actually want to share. And remove the mindset of, oh, I can't afford it. Really, it's like just remove the mindset that start thinking, okay, how I'm going to make it afford it? How many retail stores do you do? How many new customers I want to get? If your debt is 10,000, just need to break things down. How much new customers I would have and how much new retail I want to make. And by you putting them into the action, the lifestyle hub, or putting them into the engagement, that will increase your chances as well. Just everything is per numbers, right? So don't be afraid of debt because everybody have been through that stage of debt. Just find a solution. How can you solve it by having this business as a supplementary income? Oh, what else I should be said? I can't remember.
Ben, what was your biggest turning point that turned your whole mindset around that and it started to grow?
In 2017 October, we had to 2017 October, where Dino, me we were struggling really bad. Actually, we were really struggling, and I was having a full-time job. I wanted to make a change to improve my family quality of life. I wanted a situation where money should not be any problem for my family. Anything, whatever they want, I must be able to provide. Because I realized that almost 95% of family problem comes from money. Let me tell you, this is something happened to me when I was age of 7 or 8 years old. I remember when my dad actually bought a ketchup chai. You know what is ketchup chai, right? Yeah, I think everybody knows. That cost about maybe 7 ringgit back then. I was only 7 or 8 years old. I accidentally broke it when he brought home in the plastic. And it got him pissed, very pissed. That time I did not understand. And my heart was, it was only 7-8 ringgit. Why is he so pissed? But I just realized that's how much he or she had. And that kind of situation actually happens a lot during my childhood until I grew up and everything. It's all because of the finance was creating that kind of situation. So I told myself, if I'm going to start my life by me having financial strength, I can reduce all of this situation to a very minimum and create a better environment for my future generation. That was my thought. And I realized that if I want to start this making happen, it got to start from me first. I can't be changing my family. I can't be changing the people around me. I can't be changing my team unless I change myself first. So that was my mindset back then. Yeah. Thank you.
This is a very, very important point that for all of us to really hear the mindset. That's really amazing. Thank you, Ben.
No problem.
All right. Jason, we are good? All right. First thing,
Something.
yep.
Yes, Wai Ling.
Yes, Wai Ling.
Yeah, I just want to know, I mean, what would you advise is like, for example, like for me, I'm managing my company. At the same time, I'm doing this. And now I'm doing this is not just with the customer. So now like I'm in the action team. I'm also as a trainer and this and that. And like, how do I maximize? Because it's like somehow it's like I try to maximize my time already. That how do I move forward and how do I make it better to, in company, I can't just like
Yeah.
just few hours or whatever. Then over here, at the same time, also I have customer that, they will chat with me and call me, or, I have to follow up and all. So it also takes a lot of time. So how do I manage it? Do I manage it better or make it more effective? And at the same time, also to build a team?
Very good question. So maybe I don't know how to run a company, but maybe I can share like when I was working a full-time job. All right. So when I was working a full-time job, what I actually did was then I actually create like a 3 or 4 days kind of creation of my posting in a single day for me to do automated. And secondly, I have like a specific time that these are the time I'll be doing follow-up for clients. So like a timetable schedule. And for growing my team, I use the WXS system, like the training system, whatever events actually having, use that to grow the team. And right now we actually have this called world team call, future active world team calls. And last time we used to do that like individually. And right now we already have a system that's already been built up. So by we just putting them into the event, the training, it grooms them. It saves our time because we cannot convince the person. We cannot like try to change the mindset or try to pujo them. It doesn't work. If the person is ready, if the person is really want to do, no matter where you put them, they will grow. Yeah. So I don't know this my advice to help you or not, but I think having a good timetable and also how to leverage on the WXS system will actually help you to max. And how to take care of customer, how to do follow-up as well is that you being an action team, if you are being the action team on the time, you can promote about that particular activity to your client to join. So when you see your client actually doing the workout, you are actually doing basically like a follow-up session with you after that as well. You're creating more engagement with them as well. So you're killing 2 birds in 1 stone. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Ben.
No problem.
That's really, really good. The part where he said we leverage on wellness expert system. Really agree on that. Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. So do we have any more questions? Going once, Going twice. All right.
Okay, I
So-
wish you guys, all of you guys, gonna change your pin very soon. 2020 is not end yet. This last 3 months, let's push to 120%. All right, we have a very strong potential millionaire team and a millionaire 7.5 coming up real soon, right? So I'm very excited for them, right? So let's make this happen.
Let's take a group photo. Vatsala. Okay, everybody get ready. 3, 2, 1. All right. Once again, thank you so much, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So the rest of you can stay here. We're gonna do a very short, quick discussion on what's gonna happen first. So first of all, this is something really new that we are doing for the entire team, because I really agree on what Ben just said, that even though we are being an action team, right, it's really important we have our people in it, because we are being a part of action team. We need to be the one to grow the most, right?
Sorry to interrupt. Dino, you need to cancel the spotlight.
Thank you. So sorry. Yep. So, okay. So that's the only reason that, thanks to Jason, with his insight, we are able to put this for all of us to grow. And if you ever need any kind of assistance, it's either in the business or also action team, right? Please reach out to each one of us. Because we hold each other accountable in making things happen. Okay. So first, let's just go back to what's happening in the action team right now. As we first of all, we all got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 new members in the team. So I welcome you guys again. We're so happy to have you. Being the first person to say yes and volunteer, it means a lot, because you are helping the entire wellness expert, right? At the same time, we are actually having morning classes in our lifestyle hub back, right? So I want to actually emphasize on what are we trying to achieve for the lifestyle hub right now. So as we all know that each of us have our own agenda, we got our own business to look after, but at the same time, it's important we actually make things happen for others too, right? So what I wanted initially is to have one person to actually look after only one session. That means that in the entire week schedule, we wanted only one coach will be doing once a week. This is what I wanted to achieve initially. And thanks to the TAP team, they have put in a lot of sharing to people, sharing to their downline, their coaches, sideline, and all that. It made it happen. We're having more people coming in to the team, right? So I just want to say, I'll come back to you guys in numbers and in that how many sessions that you guys will be doing. So my goal is to give each one of us to do only one session. However, I'll be opening up the HOM. HOM is something that only I myself been doing, but I'll be opening up that session as well, because at times it can be really challenging, the HOM, because of the host itself. Depending on their location, depending on their sound how clear is it about them. So I'm going to open up that as well. More challenging slots will be given to you all, right? If you feel yours is not really challenging. So that's that. And wait, let me just go back to what I wrote here. Yep. So I want to talk about a goal. What do I want to achieve with the team, right? Because I've spoken about it. The next time I want to talk about the team vision, right? People will actually initially, when we talk about computer team, what is the first thing comes to their mind? It's tough. I don't know anything about computer other than moving the mouse. And this kind of thoughts is the only thing that comes to their mind. But when I was behind the scene, like when Ben said we put up slides in pulling up the projectors, I find it really interesting, putting in a lot of effort, making things happen. Then when we came to Lifestyle Hub, first was self-care project behind the computers, I felt it was so interesting, because we were working so hard to make things happen for people, right? And they are actually enjoying the end product of it. And as time goes by, Jason passed me this role to actually put up a team, to work with a team, build a team, and try to make this the whole lifestyle hub work smoother. As time goes by, I also started realizing being an action team is not just to actually make this work for the team, but also to help each others to grow their business. If you look at it, it's all about us building a team. It's all about us building an organization, all about us making the business work for us, right? So my vision is to make sure the entire team who is in this action team to grow, to change spin. This is something that I really want to see, even for I myself. I wrote this few days ago. So I want everyone to just do a declaration later in the group. Okay, can we do that together? Because whether we know how it's going to happen or whether we are afraid, we are not sure, put that aside. Zero judgment. You want it, we say it, and then we make it happen. Okay, we can do that, right? Beautiful. Next up, I want to hear from you guys right now. So let's say we have another 15 minutes. So I want to hear from each and one of you guys. How's your role? How's things happening for you? And what are the challenges and what feedback do you have? I want to hear it from you guys first, and then we'll see how we can go about. So who wants to go first? I said Regine. You're on my top left, so it's your face first.
So far the challenge now is the Zoom, the spotlight, adding spotlight thingy. Until now, I still can't do it because that's the only thing, because it's like when you project it in a Zoom call, right? And then sometimes when two people is speaking, like yesterday when Meili is speaking and then Coach AB was also speaking, the people outside like cannot see Meili's face. So I felt like really bad. I cannot put two faces together. Yeah, and then so far the role on Friday is okay. So yeah.
All right, Regine. Small feedback for you. Never start a conversation with challenges. Start with what's happening great for you first, right? What's happening so good for you, and then we move into challenges, right? So, but however, so you're okay with your Friday slots, right? So it's convenient. So hopefully you can balance your studies and all that, right? It's fine. And also your challenge is about adding two spotlight, like what we were doing just now, right? So I think it's all about updating the software. I'll come back to you personally on that. Whoever else have challenge with that, do let me know. I'll let you know what version to download it back and update it, right? Okay, next up we have Irene.
Oh, sorry. The Regine's question, right? That scenario, if any case, right, you can't double spotlight two person, what we can do is actually just cancel spotlight and let the Zoom to control that on their own to show.
Yep, Jason, that's true. But Regine, do you think I'm just want to make sure with Regine. Regine, were you finding it the transition was slow when Phoebe was talking and Meili, the transition was slow because if you cancel spotlight, correct? That's why you wanted to have two. Okay, correct. But in worst case scenario, when that can't happen, you can't have two. Like Jason said, you can always cancel. Yes, we feel a little bad. We can't make it perfect, but we are doing our best. Okay, beautiful. So next up, Irene.
Yo. I just want to say it's awesome. So I totally feel you when you say, hey, I only know how to move the mouse. I know one extra thing. I can start the computer. Anyways, I was one of those crazy ones that just say, I totally miss Lifestyle Day. And that's when I first started in Fifth Avenue. And I was saying like, why is everybody looking for Dino? Anything to do with lifestyle day, anything to do with IT, right? It's Dino. So I started thinking, hey, why don't we duplicate more of Dino's, right? And guess what? It's usually people have this perception, right? IT equals to guys. I just want to break that. Come on, it doesn't have to be guys, right? And that's why I asked Dino, I want to ask permission. Can I join the IT team? That's how I got started, right? Not boasting, but yeah. I must say that, and I love it even more when Dino actually proposed, why don't we actually, get more people to experience what I'm doing? So basically what I'm doing is to prepare the Canvas slide, and most importantly is to actually liaise with each coaches that has been scheduled, right? They are the ones who run those sessions on Lifestyle Day. And I guess this is the best that I've ever experienced so far on the action team as well as computer team, because that's where I get to know a lot more of the coaches who is who. I reach out to them for the stories and so forth. And I'm even more grateful right now that Basala, you're here, grateful. Not because I want to pass the baton. Please don't take me wrong. But it's because of duplication, right? So that's where I get to train someone else. But seriously, it's really good feeling that it's always been in my vision that I'd be able to duplicate not just in IT, but definitely I socially feel it, right? In order for our business to grow, we ourselves need to train people. Even though right now I'm very honest and transparent, I've yet to have my team, but I'm actually visualizing, right, that hey, this is something that I'm gonna do, and I'm actually now training myself to do it first before anything would happen. So definitely it's great and awesome. Challenges, yep, but I think the best part, having challenges is great because that's when I can say, Sifu, Dino, how? And I must say, he is one awesome person. I'm not trying to body you, no, but I just want to say that you are awesome, because then he's not just going to touch about IT. He's also very caring and overall, right, well-being and so forth. Thank you, Dino. And of course, thank you, Jason. And the best part, last one, I know we only got 50 minutes, I think, is that it's super amazing, super grateful to be part of WXS. Number one, to be part of the action team, and number two, to be part of the computer team, because that's where it's not just about learning stuff, but it's also input, right? Ideas where they actually listen. If it's out in the world, right, it's like, okay, and then they just push it aside. But here they listen, and if they consider, hey, that's great, we can consider to put an action to it and make it realize. And exactly to Ben's point, right? He actually makes the system work. He comes up from scratch and make it work. So it's like, thank you, Ben. Thank you, Dino. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everybody.
I'm just speechless. Thank you so much, Irene. Yes, I want to say thank you to you too for stepping up, for taking up the role on duplicating your part. I mean, that's one of the best part. I know what excitement a person would have when they want to duplicate their role, because you could teach people, right? And you got to do the best way you can. So thank you so much, Irene. Appreciate that. Next up, we have Dallas. Dallas, I would like to know how is this entire role you're doing right now, and also you're teaching to some 2-person right now. And do you find any challenges or any feedback?
Hi everyone. Well, the role is, I think since I've been doing from the beginning of near the beginning of the MCO, the March MCO, so it's gotten quite normal. I mean, it's not since from that month until now is actually quite easy. Both Wai Ling and Anusia are very teachable. I think they catch on things very fast. Anusia actually went for the second session where she became the host, and I try to refrain from doing my usual stuff like spotlighting and all these things just to see if she could do it. And the point is she could do it, so that's very good. So in fact, her next session will be on Monday. So I think in terms of duplicating should be no problem. The only problem is my session is once a week. So I hope maybe other coaches can also plug them in, let them try it as host first, for example. And later when they learn the DJ session, then they can also, implement that for the learning part. Like for example, last week, I tried to take 2 rows, Wednesday and Thursday, so that the teaching part could be speed up.
All right, I understand that, bro. So you find it that if other coaches too can plug them in their session and also to just give a try on that. Okay, that sounds really good. We can actually we're not going to waste time. You're going to catch up things fast. They mean by they will be ready faster than normal. So this one, what we got to do is very simple. We just need to make sure the senior coaches just based on their schedule, our new volunteers need to see which schedule they can fit in. They can just approach, right? So I'll work on that with them. And thank you so much, Dallas. Really appreciate you always saying yes, no matter what time I ask you, no matter what task I ask you. Thank you, man. Appreciate this. Next up, we have one son.
Hi everyone. Okay. Hi, I'm Wansan. Let's start with some good news. I have also been in the computer team since MCO. I'm not sure which month, but it's been quite long. But I'm really grateful that I'm actually being invited to be part of this and given the chance to do it. Maybe because of the music background that I'm able to pick up as well, but it's definitely not as easy as it seems because the challenges would be really giving the experience to the participants, which is what is most important, right? Especially now that we are actually all our customers and clients or even new people are experiencing the Fit Clubs through this Zoom, where if it's not run smoothly, like how our usual Fit Clubs run, it might not give them the experience that how they would in the actual Fit Club. So I feel like that is one of the biggest challenge as well, because sometimes the music can go a bit laggy, or the spotlight is not really good, or the line in our place is not good. So this kind of tiny things might not be in control all the times, but that could be something that is constant in the mind that we are giving the best experience for them. Yeah, especially the music part, because like I'm really really grateful that I'm able to master this as well, and to teach my like Coach Grace's team. And that time we did like pajamas party, we did like the song, and also the recent MOP celebration. I mean, like, without all this, right, I don't know how we can actually do it. And so grateful that Dino actually passed on this knowledge to us, that we can actually feel it, that we are in the physical Fit Clubs having this lifestyle day, having the celebration, and it was really really amazing. So thank you so much, Dino, for the opportunity, and I hope that we can bring out this role. It seems like a very small role, but honestly it is really really important in the computer team, and it really supports the entire lifestyle hub. Yeah, so thank you so much, Dino. Thank you, Chaser, as well, and all the computer team. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Wansan. Thank you, Wansan. Really, really happy to have you. I agree with you. It may seem simple, but it's not. But the idea is to bring this out to people, right? To make them understand that this is not just a role. There's more to it, right? Amazing. All right. So I want to hear last one, two, three. We are last three. Okay, let's keep it quick. From Anusha first. Okay, guys, her name is not Anusia. I made a mistake. She corrected me. It's Anusha. I asked her why does the name is spelled such a way. She said she doesn't know. So leave it aside. Anusha. So Anusha, you picked up the role fast. Share us what you have learned, a quick one, and what do you feel, and what do you any feedback from you?
Yes, thank you, Coach Dino. So, of course, like it's been like 2 times that I followed Coach Dallas, and I absolutely love it. I love the culture, and it's for me, I feel like it's quite for now it's simple for me to adapt to it, and I really love it. I love how I miss Fit Club so much. So this is the closest thing that I have, and I look at like my prospects and my clients and new people joining, and they're so happy and they're giving me so much feedback. So that's like my first thing to say right now, because it was the first day that I was actually just doing host. So like I really learned like I have to be like 150% like attentive, because like just like in the business, like I've started to learn that there's going to be times that people are going to throw you like random fireballs, and you need to like think ahead and already like envision it already beforehand. So I feel like this is going to come along a lot. And the final thing that I want to say is that I really love the culture that that everyone is sharing here, like you, Coach, and all the coaches ahead. That because what I want to learn from here, I want to take it along, because actually in December, me and a few of my downlines were actually planning to do like this little podcast for like uni students kind of a thing. So like this is something that's so good for me to take along, and I'm very, very happy because I get to share it with them as well. So yeah.
I really, really love your, right. Really love your energy, love your attitude, and yes, we are so happy to have you. So and I'm also so surprised to see that you can catch things up fast. So it's really good. All right. So next up, we have Watsala.
Okay. Thank you, Coach Dino. I've been doing the Canvas slide, right? As I mentioned before this, I think the first time and the second time I did face a bit of difficulty, finding the before after, or if it's a new coach that I don't really, familiar with them. So Irene was always there for me. Just a text to her, she will guide me. So it was very easy for me. And also, I think one thing that I want to improve is to send earlier, 1 day earlier or 2 days earlier. So I just looking forward to improve on that as well. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Vatsala. About the sending earlier part, right? I mean, if I last time I don't do it, but then when Irene took over, this lady sends 1 week in advance. She will like send it everything back to back by back to back. I don't know how she does it. She asks people in advance. You can learn that from her. It will save your time a lot, right? Maybe if you don't have to spend long every single night on that, right? So you can
Mm-mm.
speak to her on that. And
Yes.
again, you're doing an amazing work.
Yeah.
don't
Thank you.
don't don't ever feel that just preparing a slide it's easy. It's related with a lot of communication because you got to ask people, and there's soft skills really important here, like how Jason mentioned that. All right, so thank you, Watsala, really appreciate you. One last person, Wiling, you have actually gone through one session with Dallas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a totally new thing to me. And this is like when it comes to all this computer gadget and whatever, it's like to me it's totally new. And thanks to Dallas to guide me and Anusha along. And there's a lot of things like like a lot he showed us on how to to do the setup and all, and how to spotlight and all. But it's more like if it's hands on, like I would probably will be more like I'll probably will be better, because it's like quite a kind of overwhelming. And so it'd be good that I'll let's tell us again on the next training, or probably to get hands on a little bit here and there. So hopefully from there I can do better yeah,
Awesome.
because now
But
it's a lot of things is all new. Totally new.
all right. So
Yeah.
first thing first, don't worry about it. You can take this as a joke. Mama Yan could do it. You could do it. Right. So do not worry about it. You are doing great. About the hands-on part, I would suggest you to watch more videos recorded, which Dallas has some, and also I have
Yeah.
some. I will pass it to you. Take a look at the video, trial and error by yourself, and get used to it with that words like share screen, off music, this kind of stuff. You just need to know where to go for. Once you get used to it with all that, and then you'll know after this what, after this what. So if you need help, just reach out to any one of the hosts over here. They will be able to help you, especially Dallas, someone who always really, really focus on the details. I like this guy a lot, right? So thank you so much, Wiling. Thank you so much, entire team. Well, last but not least, I'm going to pass this to Jason for a wrap up.
Thank you, Dino. I really, really thankful to all of you here that because of you, all of you here in the action team, then Lifestyle Hub is possible for everyone to actually use it and enjoy it. So you guys are playing a very important role, and all of you are doing an amazing job in terms of like contributing and also make it on the like 5-star or tip-top conditions in terms of the deliverables of the whole events. So that was really amazing. So I really want to thank Dino as well for doing an amazing job in leading everyone in this team and pump up everyone. So you guys deserve a big round of applause
and deserve a lot of recognitions for this role. So at the same time, I also want to see everyone grow. If you take this role seriously, I want everyone to write this down as part of your job description as a action team, which is that you must be able to not just master the hard skill, not only just about the roles itself, about the technicalities about it, not okay, maybe I shouldn't say that way. Let me repeat, yeah. Let me rephrase. This is actually the job descriptions, or sort of like a expectation for yourself. Hopefully you can put it as an expectation for yourself to master the hard skill of that role, which is the technical part, right? To improve things, look at things differently. Once you master it already, any suggestions that you can make to further improve it. Yeah. And then at the same time, have a little bit expectation on self in terms of the quality of it. Think about it like as if that you have this 50 attendants that is attending it on the session in whatever event it is that you're involving, right? Now, all 50 of these clients or the guests that are attending is actually your own customers. And what will you do if 50 of them are all your customers? What kind of quality that we will perform? And how can you make it so good, that it's so powerful, and that it leads to the next step of the business? Whether it will lead to, oh, I fall in love with this this lifestyle hub, and I want to introduce my friend. I want to bring more people here. Or I fall in love with this family. It feels so good. It feels so professional. That kind of feeling. What kind of feeling you want to bring to your customers, right? So have that kind of mindset. Fourth thing is that, of course, timeliness as well as on the dot in terms of every single thing. I mean, I'm a person sometimes when it comes to all these event stuff, I'm actually kind of quite close to a perfectionist that I always want to make sure that it's 150% better than the last time. And then everything is well taken care of. So I will actually run through a visualizations of myself before the event start. So you know what are the step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that you won't get panicked. But of course, a lot of things that will happen haywire in between. So I will also have to like go very stressed and go and fix it. So you have to have that kind of mentality that you are able to fix problem very quickly. Yeah, it happens and relates to your business. And the last two most important thing that you want to demand yourself is actually, first of all, what are the soft skills that are not mentioned anywhere else that you can pick up? Human to human interactions among team members, because this is something that is unheard of or unwritten, but you have to really have the antenna long enough to actually sense it and analyze it and also deal with it. Yeah. At the same time, also, that is how you actually see the opposite side. But on the flip side, you also must also evaluate yourself. What kind of reputation you're carrying in this role as an action team? Are you doing your best? If you're doing your best, great, because your reputations will bring you very far in working with other people together, even though they're your sidelines, right? And last but not least, the most important thing is that you must expect yourself to grow your business as well by participating as an action team. So give yourself a requirements that you want to do minimum 2,500 volume point, no matter what, because you spend your time there in taking care of the session, and then you always want to expect yourself to have the most people in that session. That was a mindset that Meili and myself had it since like STS time, long time ago, that we always expect that, hey, I'm contribute my time here, so I better leverage on the system. And even though I'm the doorman, I make sure that I have 30% or 50% of people sitting in this hall belongs to me. It's all my clients. Yeah, so that I'm actually multiplying my time that way. Yeah. So have that a little bit of expectation. Everything that you do is actually related back to your business and your own well-being and your own growth. So have that in mind, and you will be able to grow very far. All right. by saying all this, I really, really thank all of you here for contributing, even though some of you are having a job, full-time job, and also your work, and then we don't know how long is this CMCO, but we expect that we will be doing this lifestyle hub for quite a long time. Even though it's after CMCO, just like past few months, everyone go back to normal, but we still keep running lifestyle hub. We may expect the numbers to drop, but we still want to maintain certain qualities so that everyone can actually build an international business. As we know, the pandemic is still lingering around, that we don't know when exactly they will go zero for sure, right? So there are some people that are still a little bit skeptical to go to the club. So this platform is very important for as part of the offering to the customers, and then you will be able to grow and multiply international market easily. Good. Thank you so much, everyone. So I really thank all of you for doing a great job once again. And let's rock the lifestyle hub. And then, yeah, let's duplicate more of yourself. Oh, one thing I wanted to say just now when Dallas was sharing, I think Dallas, that was too easy really for you. I think we need to throw some difficult people for you to train really. Everyone is so teachable.
Awesome.
Right. Yeah. So really, thanks all of you once again, and let's rock it. Thank you, Dino.
Jason. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. One last thing before before we leave, like I said, my goal is to put up one person behind each lifestyle hub event because we want to give the best experience for them. Despite that, there's no fit club, right? So we will be doing some modification. I want to see the number of people. I did tell it with the number of events. If we could do it, I'm going to change the schedule a little. I will keep you guys updated. So I hope the best from you guys. I thank you so much from all of you. I'm so happy. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so energized. I hope you guys feel the same, right? Have a good night. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dino. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you. Night.